All right, it is September 22nd of 2024, and we are meeting today as a group to kind of just discuss the general direction of the market and possible setups going into next week. As you can see right now, with the four ETFs that we track, all four of them are in an uptrend. SPXL has been above the 10 here for 7 days, the Qs for 7 days, UDAO for 7 days, and TNA is 6 days above it. And one of the things that you've noticed lately is that once we started to go to the upside here, we had this really strong move after we paused on the 9th. And right after that, this is when Powell spoke, and then we kind of went higher, or this is before Powell spoke, right? And then we came up through here, we rested, and then we tried to go higher and came down, and then after Powell spoke here, they gapped it up. This is our target right now for the Qs, right in that area. It wants that 73.16 area. If you look at UDAO, you can see that we already took out the previous high here, and we sold off on this day, and then they gapped it up, and now they're just kind of chopping it right above that area. Let's take a look at SPXL. SPXL, we filled the gap here. And now the next objective is to take out 162.49. I like how we ran here. We paused and pulled back. And going into tomorrow, we have this 222 reversal that could go to the upside here and hit that target. Or you got to keep an open mind. We could go 222 continuation back down through here and fill the gap. So we don't know which one will happen. We just know we are going to keep an open mind. The lagging one here is TNA, and you can see that we have all kinds of room to run to the previous high, the 51.14. In my opinion, this will be the best one to trade going into Monday just because we have so much room to run to the upside. But that's just my opinion. Uh, Other than that, keep it simple. 7 days uptrend on all these except for TNA. Let's go ahead and let's look at it at the multiple time frames that we follow here. And as for many of you know, this is the year, the quarter, the month, the week, and this is the daily. I believe this is the 1 year, yeah, 1 year daily charts. But I guess what I like about it is that we've had this big correction through here. Let me draw this. This is something that we went over in the group. And one thing I like about all these time frames is that you can see how we have this U pattern here on all these time frames, and we're just forming another one on the smaller time frames. So don't be shocked if we come back up through here and we hit this target. I really like that. Um, Other than that, let's see what is setting up for the week. And we're going to do that by just taking a look at our scripts here. And these scripts are available in the Discord server. Let's look at the John one because John is with me today. And John, you let me know if these are on your watch list. Oh man. Uh,
Okay.
so those are the two within my basket that came up. So SO and Nutanix, are those both in yours?
I think Nutanix might be. I don't think the other one is.
Okay,
Um, I'll check it, but go ahead.
okay. So with Nutanix, you can see that for the year we're green. We've got this beautiful 2-2-2 reversal possibly setting up here for the next quarter. But look at this strong 3 right here, where we took out all these uh, sellers and buyers, and then we came right back up, and now we just kind of paused here for the month. And on the week, we now have set up this 2-2 rev to the upside. That's a hammer. That looks really good, doesn't it? I like that.
Yeah.
And what I like about it too is that we have this gap up here to fill as well. I love to play gap fills right there. So this is the first target. This trade, you should have been in this trade right there on Thursday. And then Friday, we finally got this nice move back up. But we'll see what happens here on Monday. The second one here is SO Southern Company. I'm not sure why I have this one, but it trades a lot of shares. Looks strong on the year, strong on the quarter, strong on the month, and right here on the week, you can see how we've just chopped sideways through here. And now we have this possible move back up to previous highs. You know what? Let me get my strat study on here because this is something that I just put into the Discord as well. And basically what this study does, this script, it goes back and it puts the strat numbers on the last 5 candles on every time frame, rather than just doing it for all of them. So I really like this here. And then the threes are purple, and inside that's a yellow right there. But John, I know you probably ran this script against like the Nasdaq, right?
Yeah, both of those are on my list. Both Southern and Nutanix are on my list.
So let's just change this from my basket here, and let's just change this to one of the things John likes to scan is the public ones here, like the Nasdaq 100, right?
Yep.
And let's run this scan right here, and then you can see right in this area we have, what is that, 11 of them, 12 of them. So are these on your list, John?
Not on my list. Not on my parameters, but they're on the list.
Okay, they're on the
But
list. Let's just save this
they're
as a
not
watch
solid
list.
ones. I gave you the solid ones.
Okay, so let's do John a 9, 22, 23, 24. And let's just look at these. Let's just see if there's a possible setup here after we save the list. And you can see right there, by running that scan, we were able to run, create this watch list. And let's just go down it and see if we can see anything that we like. American Eagle Power, nice 3-bar here. I like this. Some of the 3-bars that John pointed out last week had tremendous moves. One of them
I
being,
like 3-bars.
yeah,
3-bars is a good play.
yeah, I agree. 3-bars are an excellent play. Someone's gonna win, and if it's green, get ready. John, do you know off the top of your head one of them that actually had a 3-bar last week that exploded to the upside?
I think it was CEG a 3-bar?
Yes,
I
it
don't
was.
remember.
Yep, this is one of them. CEG. This came up on our scan, and you can see this 3, and then boy, did it ever go up. It it literally just exploded to the upside here. I mean, look at that gap up right there. That's amazing, isn't it? That's what it's
Yeah, hit
about.
3. That one hit 3 targets for me.
Yeah. Those 3, John, just so we're clear, so people know.
I'm sorry, what was that?
One, these are the 3 targets that you're speaking of.
Yeah, the 3, right, there you go.
Right, because this right here was your breakout, this 200 area, and then you took money at 223, and then 228, and then 236.
No,
And
I still got a runner.
John has a runner. That's the beautiful thing about this is that when you do this right, you can keep a runner. And if I know John and broadening formations here, I mean, we could get up to that area, couldn't we? That would be a
Yep.
nice move. Look at that. That's another 50 bucks. So it can happen. When people laugh and say, "Oh, it'll never get there," that's okay. We know from experience that 3-bars are extremely powerful. Let's look at CSX here. This is another 322 rev on the week, and almost hit target, but it's not quite there. But let's just say it continues up next week here. we will trigger this 212 up on the month.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one that I probably watch. Fang, I can honestly tell you I have never traded Fang. But look at what it triggered last week, 222 rev back up. This probably wouldn't be a trade for me because it's below the 10, but depending on how you trade, some people don't care, right, John?
Or some people don't care, but some people use that as a first target.
That's right. We could also take this as a trade back up to the 10 as the first target. Whatever you
Exactly.
decide to do, just be consistent with it. Keurig Dr. Pepper, this one, don't like it, too extended through here. The dash right here means that it's been running more than 30 days. Next. BKNG, Booking Holding, I don't think I want to trade a $4,000 stock next week. That's just me. Same with Intuit. Same thing, even though it's 2-1 inside on the week, and we still are inside for the month and inside for the quarter. Not a really good setup in my mind. Same with ISRG. Some of these are really expensive, but then again, it's a NASDAQ 100 that we scanned against. WDAY, this is another 3-bar, but you'll notice here on the week that this one just isn't as strong. So you can put this on your list, but this would not be one that I would trade. Are you going to look at this one, John?
Um, sure, I'll look at it. I mean, you know what? Even if I buy one share, it's, you know what? Hits the target, I'm out. That's okay.
All right. So there you go. That's the nice thing about it is that, you can make the market yours. You can trade it however you see it. And that is why John does so well. Uh, LIN, this is another expensive one. And inside month still, not interested in this one. GILD, inside week. And we've been running here for 24 days. Not interested in this one either. Marriott 6-day run, and then you can see here we did the beautiful 122 reversal right up here. But for the month, we have in force the 322 rev, and that is your target, right?
Yep, I'm still in this one, by the way.
All right. So John got in right here. I know how he
I
trades.
got it back in August. I got
Oh,
in.
you got him
I got
back through
in.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this
Yes,
is
sir.
this is a great example of being patient and just letting your winners run. So he's up almost 25 bucks in this trade. Very nice. CTSH 222. This is one I'm not interested either. Not very good. All right. So with that said, John, I'm not going to run another scan here, but give me some of the ones that you found do.
All right, on the list, BILL.
Bill. How can you mess with Bill? 2-2 rev set up for the week. Trade it back up to there. That's your first target, right?
Yep.
56.77. This is a second target right there, 60. And then third is right around that 69 area, if we can get up there. I like
Yep.
it. 2 days since the last crossover here. And once we get going right here, I mean, this has been an area, an area of interest right there. And so if we get going, takes off, I mean, you could trade it back up to here on the daily, right there. I like it. So BILL is one to watch here. I'm going to add that to my list. Okay, next.
JP Morgan.
JP Morgan, JPM. JPM is an inside week, inside month, and we are officially an A02 with an inside day. So we have a lot of inside stuff happening. And keep in mind, on October 11th, we have earnings. So this could be the catalyst that gets it back up to here. Earnings. And it looks like that. That's your range right in there. I like JP Morgan. Gonna add that one. Okay, next.
The last one is SMCI.
Oh, Super Micro. This is a big boy. And big boys correct hard, but here's the thing. They also move incredibly fast to the upside or downside when they're ready to. And this is a good example of one that's getting ready to do something because you can see right here, if I can do this, I'm using my trackball, so I'm not as smooth as I normally would be. But here's that correction we're talking about, the left side. So the question is this one done correcting before it goes to the upside? And you can see this is getting pretty dang steep right through here. See that? So maybe it's time to go back up and test this area right here to what is it? 562.30? That would be a nice move.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't like to trade uh, expensive stocks, once you learn how to do this, you'll love to trade expensive stocks because they all move the same. And
No, this one will be cheaper now on October 1st. So
yep, the split 10 to 1,
it'll correct.
that's
And then I also I read something on this that they're gonna come out with a 10K, and supposedly the stock's gonna react to that 10K release whenever it is, and it's supposed to be any day now.
okay.
But I don't take that into factor. I just look at the strat. That's it.
That's right. Just trade the strat. Uh, it's unreal. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, John, and I have a lot of people come in and out of the server looking for an edge. We'll call it an edge. And it's amazing how many people use things like that to decide whether or not they're going to get into a position rather than just simplifying it and just using the strat. I just use
Yeah.
a strat, right? And you know, if the news comes out, that's fine. One of them that I'm talking about is Intel here recently. Oh my goodness, did Intel do some phenomenal stuff? And I just kept it simple because we had a 2-2 rev here going into the week.
Hmm.
And this was a trade that where I told people, if we take out 1980 right here, my trade is where? Right to the 10. And look, we hit it. We hit the 10 and I took my money. And it actually
Yep.
did it in after hours. It was amazing because I was working with one of the new members and I had told her that, you know, on these smaller time frames, I said, "You know what? Our objective is to get up to here." And she said, "Oh, it'll never get there. It'll never get there." And we had closed like right here on the day. And then news came out and they drove it up to 2311 here in after hours. And I took my money right here, no joke. I took my money here at 2311 and then the next day, you know, they took a lot of profit and then they brought it right back down and then this was also news driven too, something with Qualcomm, but make no mistake, this is a cup, this is a handle, and this is a signal to get back into this trade. I have runners in this. Um, Intel was really good to me last week. So it's things like that where you just let the strat set up and you just take it. You don't overthink it, and this is what happens. Good things, right? Good things. Just like Selgin. I guarantee you, John did not think about, oh gee, I wonder if there's anything that's going to come out to drive this up to here. He just saw the signal and he jumped in. That's it.
Yep.
Gotta keep it simple, folks. Gotta keep it simple. Other than that, John, did you have any others to look at, or is that pretty
No,
much it?
no, that's pretty much it for me on my side.
All right. Same here with me. I want to keep this video somewhat short. We have a lot of new members in the Discord server, and this was one of the things that the majority of them had requested that we start recording some of these sessions so that they can play them back and, you know, just review them. So I thank you, John, for joining, and for everyone else. I am going to stop the video here, and if we have any other questions, we will continue this. But until then, thanks everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.